So yeah, between 2 to 3 hours
Commander Shepard.
of reading. More than likely, yeah. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm looking at something.
This is
So, like,
a big
what?
ass cave.
When do I get to fuck with that shit?
Even
Or is that just all endgame stuff right there?
Commander.
I have no emails, right? Okay, good. So where did I plot myself? Oh yeah.
I found something.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's.
Watson is known in human media for two things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nations got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world first discovered in 2165 CE, with credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition in cities comprised of populations from each nation. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperature zone measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placentile mammals, or placental? Others are overrun by arthropods. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenozoologists will be needed to properly classify all the species of the planet. Okay, what's here? Boop. Javelin missile launchers. Okay. Yeah, I've pissed off Reapers. I know. I actively don't care. Where's the fuel depot? There it is.
Signal confirmed.
Well, fuel depot is right there, thankfully. What is this? Before I go do the thing. Lena, cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allows for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deducted that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer, the machines would have been worn down to nothing by the excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Yeah, well, I found money, I guess. Alright, off to Sanctum. I read about this planet. Sanctum is proof that of the old spacer adage, just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its pelagic seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking at anywhere but the equator, is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory: carbon dioxide levels on Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Cool. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing here. All I know is Cerberus is here and I get to fuck with him. No, I don't want to take you with. I don't like the way you speak. I want Liara, and I want James. Jesus Christ. Because Liara's singularity is very useful. Did I upgrade? I did. I upgraded these two. Fucking bog standard shotgun, eh? Fuck it. Please insert disc 2 to your digitally downloaded
Commander,
game.
I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett. Put him through, Lieutenant.
God.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
On my way.
Yeah, da. I found money. Oh, right, this. I don't know what this is. It's 6. I feel like I was told about this a very long time ago, and I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing. Personal log, C. Talavi. Finally here, wow, the troops here are really intense. No one smiles ever. And suicide on capture orders? Seriously? They call training interrogation. I start being they call training integration. I fucking read that wrong. I started being integrated tomorrow. Can't wait. Huh? That was a very confusing message. Where's that? What the hell was over there? This is a multiplayer mission, but it's in the campaign, so you fight lots of enemies. Okay. So it's nothing like crazy.
Yeah, it just takes the point. You know what? I found a good way of mining diamonds.
That's a Reaper artifact too.
Just find a lava pool
Okay, so I'm gonna end up over here then.
and throw a fire potion at it. Listen, not even like that for
Will only lead to Metagel advances for Hanar. Only Cerberus would call that a failure.
It's horde mode basically, but it's a set amount of waves. Sounds interesting. Okay, that's the thing I need. Fucking that.
weird looking. Guess we found it. Got the sample.
Roger that. Meet you at the landing pad.
Wait, there was like plenty more of those around here. Am I not getting all of them, or do I need to drop them off each individually? So there's what, like 3 more that I've seen? Because there's these 2 and like the one that was up there. Yeah. Okay, sure. Weird. Very small area. Okay.
Second sample located, Commander. Nav point updated.
Good work.
This is...
Got it.
Ooh, turret, get down! Who's over here? Hello? That's weird. That's weird that you have to do this individually. But I guess if it's a multiplayer mission, it kind of makes sense. Because you could really easily just blitz this.
Appears to be Reaper tech, but the signature is new to me.
Get off the thing.
Cortez, second sample secured. Heading back to you now.
Negative, Commander. Pad got hot. Have to bug out. Got 3 birds on my 6. Taking fire.
What?
Shad, make it 4. Rendezvous when I can. Out.
We just need to hold out until Cortez can pick us up. Nothing like having your back to the wall. Never said it would be easy. I can
Let me do
do
this,
this
please.
all day.
Aw. No, I'm trying to do melee stuff. All the maps basically in multiplayer are all missions during the campaign. Okay. So that's probably why I can do the... That's probably what that achievement is then. The, like... Those, like, N7 achievements then.
What's your status?
Engaging multiple targets. Time for something a bit risky.
These aren't terrible.
Lieutenant. Last day, Commander. Just stay focused and keep at it.
If this is what the missions are, these are simple. And I don't mind them at all.
I'm on it.
Hello? This one. Tour of Duty.
Cortez, do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
You'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
You're right, so
Alright. May have got a bit ballsy.
I'm just gonna run away.
What a fucking grenade.
Cortez, do you copy?
I hope he's still alive.
You'll make it. Just keep this landing pad clear.
Oh, wait.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
Hey, achievement. Ow. Oh, what the fuck are you doing next to me, dude? Bitch. Oh, fuck, there's another one.
Farm is not.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here. We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Almost there.
Roger that.
Fucking damn it.
Affirmative.
I don't feel like that should have killed me.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him.
Oh,
Coming
for
in
fuck's
hot.
sake,
Be
dude.
ready.
There's like nowhere
Ready for
safe to
extraction as
sit.
soon as you can get here.
Oh my fucking god, dude. You give me no safe vantage. Everywhere is bad.
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here.
Right away.
I'm on it.
Understood.
We're at the extraction point.
Where the fuck is that? Why was that at my feet the entire time? What?
Commander had to go dark side to shake him. Coming in hot. Be ready.
We're ready for extraction as soon as you can get here. Affirmative. Yeah. I'm on it.
far was it good? 64 plus 18.
Yeah.
We're at the extraction point. Ready for pickup.
Could be more.
I'm on it.
Yeah, it could be.
Roger that.
I would have been so upset if that grenade killed me. Yeah, I didn't even need to get all of them either. I grabbed 2. That was an easy mission. Minus being blown up by the same
Commander, we've
grenade
got our best
5
engineers
times.
looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility.
I'm going to assume
Good
they were
work,
attempting to
Commander.
build their own Reaper, as they had the schematics for the fucking one Reaper thing that we fought. I have money. Developed by the Alliance, Javelin missiles release dark energy upon impact. This creates devastating space-time disruptions,
Why?
magnified warp fields that strip away a target's molecular bonds. Even the strongest kinetic barriers will eventually collapse after multiple impacts from these rockets. Alliance R&D commandeered several colony factories and now produces enough Javelin missile launchers for all dreadnoughts in the Allied fleet.
Probably not.
Data liberated from a Cerberus research lab includes reports on the composition and strengths of various Reaper units. The Alliance scientists are fact-checking the information, but it appears to be genuine. So Alliance military VIs can use it to strategize against the Reaper's ground
Probably
forces.
far as fuck away.
No, not what I wanted to click on. I wanted this. Okay, never mind.
So, Reapers don't have colonies. You can't bomb them or you're bombing what's left of your own planet. They make their own soldiers out of our civilians. They don't have supply lines. Commander?
Well, time to go spend money.
I think I'm gonna head back. Come through with some diamonds.
Yeah, just a couple.
This kid doesn't fucking wanna stop.
Yeah, cool.
Hanging in there.
Okay. I'm going to assume no one really has anything new to say until I do like a main mission at this point, because like,
Or start mining.
I think at this point I've explored every system minus the main mission system.
It's the barrels.
Every system I have available, at least. Yeah, everything's at 100%.
Go. What an absolute go.
Alright. Well, back to the Citadel then. I have things that I can turn in, I know that much. I don't know what the fuck I can turn in. It's really hard to tell, game doesn't really actively give me an idea of what the fuck I'm doing.
Wait, can we even make an XP farm from that? Because it's at negative 20. Actually, yeah. We got like 30 blocks to play with.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Start me at my docking bay, and I'll just kind of work my way down the list and figure out what the fuck is going on. Because absolutely anything could be happening at the Citadel here.
I'm sorry, honey. I didn't want you to worry. Chances are, I'll never even need to put on armor.
No, and I'm sorry. That's what you get for marrying a civilian.
Why did... Oh,
You and the girls
you
will be
bastard.
okay. Combat pay isn't as much as I make.
You made me
it look
zoom in.
exciting.
We'll be fine. The last thing I want you to worry about is paying the bills.
Just don't go too crazy with new dance classes, okay?
We're gonna drop those. Can't get the girls there on time, and I was probably gonna go pick up an extra shift at work.
Oh. Well, we'll make it up to the girls when I get back. Dance classes, biotic gymnastics, whatever they want.
Listen, their conversation could lead to a side quest. I don't know.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkah.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turian shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had EZO cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. I gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it.
Have you thought about it?
Suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this. Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this.
What level are you?
I love that Paragon action was more of a realization that, like, you were not making him relax anymore
What level are you?
by talking to him.
Oh. I mean, 15. Okay. What?
This was like, hold on, there's another ship thing.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Oh.
Please select one moment, please.
I can fish. I'm at 27.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24. Emergency civilian
So
housing.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, his husband died, so what? A lot of people have died, get over it. I don't know. It's... It's interesting, I guess.
Wasn't on Karshan when the Reapers came. It was above it.
A ship?
Weather satellite. I'm getting weird readings. I'm network admin, so I went up to check the hardware. I'm unscrewing the panel when the radio goes quiet. Then I noticed these red dots on Karshan. Thought I'd just
We're not gonna try to make a village for
and they
this
saw
guy,
the
right?
smoke. Reaper ships.
Bastards.
One of them a library?
You know one thing I never actually understood with this game? And like any game that does this at this point. Everyone speaks English.
Oh, really?
Like, everyone.
Can we just put different shit in?
It's very odd for me, for some reason.
We will hold the pillars close to our hearts and persevere.
Yeah, 'cause he can...
Yeah, that's everyone's excuse, huh?
Right?
Thank you, human. We will hold the pillars
So how do you explain fantasy games that do that?
and persevere.
When there's different races.
Welcome to Batarian State
From
Arms.
mending?
Like, I'm not just talking about this game, because it's future sci-fi shit. There's an easy scapegoat explanation with the Universal Translator, which makes sense. It's fine. I'm talking about, like, every game does it. Or for whatever language the game is made in. And some games don't really have the futuristic sci-fi scapegoat of, oh, well, there's just a Universal Translator. Like, that's just a thing we have. Because for a sci-fi game, that works. That makes sense. That's like... It'd be strange if you didn't have it in a sci-fi game, really. But let's take a game like... I don't know. Skyrim or Dragon Age. Set in a fantasy world where there are several different races.
It must be nice.
And conveniently everyone speaks English. Or, I guess, in
Thank you.
fantasy lore, it is considered common. Yes. I will die on this hill, yes. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Ari.
I'm breaking...
Hey, I've assumed full control of
Yeah,
Eclipse,
yeah.
and we're committed to moving forward with Ari.
There's nothing this galaxy can't beat if we all work together.
Stacks of lapis,
Except the Reapers. Ever see the size of one of those things?
Iron, 45 gold.
I just want
Sack of gold.
a proper explanation of why. Like, mostly in, like, the fantasy genre, everyone speaks English or common. Like, how did every race in the world decide, yes, this is what we will speak to communicate to each other. We have figured it out.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please
Fucking
allow
do it.
a moment, please.
Yeah.
Well, because, No Man's Sky does it, where every race speaks a different language,
Take it out. Or...
and you can
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
learn it.
You see...
Tell me about
No.
Not yet.
I have no idea where the fuck to go for your son. I've not really been explained this. And I've been, like, everywhere. Hey, I got your
I think
thing,
I
I guess.
recovered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D-24.
Really? Thank you, Earth Clan. Were your people involved in a secret construction
I don't want anything in my ear.
project of some sort?
It sounds uncomfortable.
I am certain this obelisk would help.
People are like, this is bullshit.
Again, sci-fi stuff makes sense.
Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal, but we are
The
proud to
Universal
have
Translator, as much of a scapegoat as it is, it makes sense.
Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal, but we are proud.
Thanks for all the fish. No, you did not. You can't take my fish. They're my fish. I spent thousands of credits on those fish.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
Oh, I've heard this conversation topic.
We spoke about this already. I told
Right.
you about his mission and...
Nonsense.
Yeah, it's like the first conversation I heard from her.
rains, but it pours, eh, Shepard?
That bad, huh?
Things here are getting tense. People are walking around eyeballing each other, and we can't keep up with the reports on suspicious behavior.
It'll probably get worse.
Yeah, if it...
Shepard? I'll be here.
Reservists to active duty are not drawing full pay because of the scale of the galactic threat and the massive funding required to match salaries and partner benefits for so many on short notice. Using Spectre authority to mandate salary matching for all personnel with partners or dependents on the Council would require cuts to tax incentives and post-war economic stimulus goals. Authorized. I don't know why I've been given any... What is the chakra launcher? Is it an AR? What slot does this thing take? Because I kind of want it. Citadel Defense Force. Updated. AR. It sounds amusing. It also reminds me of a fucking Ratchet and Clank gun, and I kind of want it. But I don't really want to add another gun to my list to upgrade yet.
Select a destination. 1 moment, please.
Arya's not going to be here anymore. Can I go back to Omega, by the way, at some point? Because it's not on my map currently.
Put up with this assignment much longer.
I hear you. The way people in there keep acting like nothing's going on.
No, that's just them coping with the war. It's the bottom feeders that are getting to me. Profiteering on the lives the war is destroying. It's sick.
It's just business as usual as far as they're concerned. And for some, it's even more business than usual.
I hate that they're getting away with this. And we just sit here doing nothing while people on Palaven are dying.
A chunk of those models down there are placeholder models.
Palaven to help with the war effort. Find your family.
Are those mannequins? Are those actually just mannequins? I can't fucking tell, because there's moving things over there, but I can't fucking tell what they are. It's so fucking dark over there. It's so weird. Shoots this that exploded can be charged for more damage. The charging is kind of a killer for me then. Do I have your thing yet? No? Cool. Fuck knows where to find it, I guess.
No. I'm telling you, I saw the look in his eye before he started off across that street. It was like, come and get me.
Do they think I'm gonna want guys dancing? Because I'm fine with Asari.
No, they're...
This one act I caught on Ilium, she starts out dressed as a commando, but by the end... Well, I never looked at a shotgun the same way again.
No, because you're a woman.
What the hell?
Not exactly where I expected that conversation to end, I'm gonna be honest. What the hell? Oh, wait, Arya, you're still here. What the fuck? Hello?
It seems the galaxy can't keep us apart.
Why are you here?
Since we took back Omega, I've been consolidating my resources for the war. It's a little easier to coordinate from here.
So unfortunately, I'll be slumming it on the Citadel for the time being. The Blue Suns, Blood Pack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready for them. Is there anything on your mind?
How's the rebuilding going on Omega?
People understand the first order of business is shoring up defenses. No one wants another invasion. So they're enduring valiantly, not that they have a choice. Once again, I am Omega.
What exactly have I acquired?
Okay.
An army that's...
Yeah, I got it.
Well, we're...
Whatever you say.
Don't be a stranger.
Odd that you're here. You cannot go back to Omega? That's unfortunate. Because apparently I didn't finish this quest, and now it's just going to be stuck here. Oh yeah, this is the fucking dance floor. Okay. Oh well. That's a shame. That's just gonna be annoying that that fucking quest tracker is just gonna be there permanently. Hey, what's up?
Commander Shepard, maybe I can help. The banner of the 1st Regiment is
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
at Bay D-24.
Banner of Commander Shepard. I owe you a drink. Thank you. We'll hold that banner proudly as we take our homeland back from these bastards. The banner of the 1st Regiment. That should put some steel in their spine.
Sure.
Thanks for the drink. When we get back to Earth, I'm buying. You sure you don't want to buy me a drink? I'm just gonna hang here for a while.
Alright, well. I don't know how many more quests I can turn in, if any. Turned into the 2 things I know I've grabbed. I have no idea if I have any other shit. I do know I still need to go to Bryson's lab for whatever the fuck Anne wants to do.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Alright, off to the hospital. Oh yeah, I can talk to Caden. I feel like I was supposed to do this before, but whatever. Better late than never, right?
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
I found this Metagel formula and figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this?
Oh!
Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
Found it from Cerberus. Don't worry
No,
about it.
it's fine. We won't
Just
be
fucked
needing
up.
your
Fuck my
supplies
sleep
after all.
schedule. How'd you do that?
We found a better variant of Metagel that allows for an even higher absorption rate among aquatic species. You'd like a sample? Why, of course, we'll be happy to send you one, just as we sent one to every pharmaceutical company in Citadel space. No, it's fine. We won't be needing your supplies after all. No, we found a better variant of Metagel that allows for an even higher absorption rate among aquatic species. You'd like a sample? Why, of course, we'll be happy to send you one.
I love the passive-aggressive fucking sass out of her.
Coming by again, Shepard.
I'm
flattered.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I...
Motherfucker?
Welcome to Certa. Thank you for shopping.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
She's got this.
Virgos. Good.
And the Reapers. They did to her what they do to everyone. She's covered.
Hey,
I don't know. Glowing. She reaches out. Her eyes go black. And she touches one of the
I take it
farmers
the
and just
reading rainbow wasn't too helpful for you, was it?
dies. They panic. She rips them apart. Sometimes touching, sometimes opening them up with biotics. Humans are turning into
How inconspicuous.
liquid. And I'm there, in my towel with no gun. And husks start pouring through the door.
Goddess.
So I ran.
Oh.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How are they?
How is Caden doing?
Very well. With the neural redundancies of his L2 implants, his concussion is nearly undetectable now. I still want to keep him under observation, but he should be fit for duty soon.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Tell Matriarch Akita that our huntresses should have upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No, they were very easy.
Anyone else got anything? Anything at all? What's happening here?
I believe you were looking for these prototypes?
You found them? Thank you. These biotic upgrades will save a lot of Alliance lives. We'll begin production immediately. Here, for your trouble.
What did you give me? Did you give me 90 experience and that was it? I don't remember getting anything. But still.
Okay, I need surgery, but when can I get back to the front?
Never.
You're not.
What?
You have extensive nerve damage. Once we remove the leg, we can't install a prosthetic for at least 5 weeks.
I told my squad I'd fly back next week.
I'm sorry, but that's impossible.
That was a bold-faced lie. What's up, Caden?
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Inspector Caden Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, I've only stopped one Reaper attack,
Mars.
died,
I should
resurrected,
The promotion from
stopped the
Amazon,
Collector
Spectre
invasion,
status.
and another Reaper
These
invasion.
are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
And now I'm in the process of stopping a Reaper war. I admire you. You'll be great. You're more than qualified. Yeah, sure.
Can't think of a more deserving candidate.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah. I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Alenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
Spectre? Anyone. Like, Spectre just doesn't sound right.
Out of that farm and into the hills. They pulled the
Wait a
farm girl
second.
after me.
How do I make a
All I wanted to do
food
was
source?
live through the night.
Nobody else could have done more.
But morning came and no shuttle. Afternoon and then night, hiding from husks and those Turian things.
The file says the evacuation team thought your position was overrun.
So after 2 days, I still don't have a gun because those Turian things, you can't use theirs. I realize that shuttle isn't coming, not unless I get back to the farm and my radio.
And the farm girl?
She was with me. Even killed a few husks. With a stick.
Man, I can't wait to hear how she dies. Because you know that's how that fucking story ends.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Yeah. I just realized there's a lot of the galaxy actually that I just don't have discovered or the ability to access.
Hey!
Welcome to Kanala Exports. We appreciate your visit.
I am planned.
Welcome to Elcos Combine Archery Track.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Why?
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the fence,
Y'all
it's
like
not fair to
big,
him or to you.
big dog. That's gonna be like that's a human.
Loading. What the fuck are you loading? There's nothing to load. We're here. Can the camera, like, turn? Thank you.
Right now, the Turians and the Alliance are fighting for you.
I'll send the Alliance car. As for the Turians, well, I pay my taxes.
Disgusting.
No, disgusting.
Both of them.
True.
Like I told Counselor Data, if I wanted to get screwed by the Asari, I would have returned these calls.
Decent.
Fucking wild, I guess.
You look horrible.
I'm willing to bet you look worse than I do.
Yeah, well, did you hear about the chemical fire and those kids from level E24 that they brought in last night?
Yeah, I was there when they brought them in.
Shit. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. Look, if you need anything...
I don't want to talk about it.
What?
Good timing.
Low score. Yeah.
I guess I still don't have your thing. 'Cause why the fuck would I?
and his brother.
Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Yeah, he did forget.
Remember, welcome to Zippertine Armory. Thank you for shopping at Zippertine Armory. Showing your credit report as AM Trading Limited.
A lot of noises.
Welcome to the Citadel Gift Shop.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Is it time to return to the Normandy? I'm getting proper.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication
I
Weaponry.
walked up to you and talked to you once. Shut up.
Neither should you.
God damn. That's going to old ass bird. You sleeping?
Well, I mean, yeah. Do we need to sleep?
Oh, hey.
Bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your
How far of a
father.
drive is that?
I know.
What?
Of course you do.
You know.
Green Bay, Wisconsin?
I'm a very good information broker.
Ooh.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that,
They might
Wait,
send someone
Sean, you
who
gotta
wasn't
think
as
about
sympathetic
this.
to me.
You're gonna have a 2-year-old
Besides,
mastiff Great
this is hardly
Dane
the time for
in the
family
car,
reunions.
In the truck
Nah.
for 6 hours.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
Young lady, you go talk to your father.
Sleep? Can we sleep?
Oh, yeah.
How did we...
Come on. Can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah.
Okay. I don't properly understand how or why I got a war asset for making Liara talk to whoever the fuck.
Operating weight. That's.
Fucking.
Welcome.
I've at this
Please
point
select a destination.
stopped questioning Liara's like mannerisms when talking.
He's gonna be 200 pounds. He's gonna be bigger than.
Half the time, it does not make sense.
You could eat me if you wanted.
You could definitely eat Jordan.
Why is my name being brought up again? What the fuck?
Fang? Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know.
Have you seen a picture of him?
Just like it.
Oh, it looks like Cody.
Oh.
I'm just gonna Google a picture just so I can see how big this dog is. Matt, wait, what
Hello?
did you say?
Anne? Are you here?
She's crying
Oh
because
my
her dad's
God.
dead. Like you could hear her crying.
Yeah?
Anne?
Oh,
That's a
Commander.
dog.
Yes, I'm sorry. Just... This is hard.
Of course.
Oh, that's nice. That's a
Are
good
you
dog
all
to
right?
have.
Yes.
That
No.
is a guard dog.
I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial.
Yeah, I mean,
A
it's
disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was
Can't
mad
get rid of
about
the dog
something
when
else.
it's a dog. That's
I don't
ridiculous.
remember what. I took it out on him.
Yeah, the cat's
So
sweet and all.
stupid.
It's alright. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again. He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
So far, the new job
I
is
felt the same way.
very simple, very
He
mindless.
was a great man.
So for me, very enjoyable.
A pioneer. But
I think over the next month, they're going to train me on
I
like all
felt
the
like
machines in the
inconvenience
department I work in.
You sound angry.
So no matter what, I
I
can be
was.
moved to whatever is needed at the time.
How do we make
still
that
am, I
one?
guess.
But so far from like what I've
But
witnessed,
sometimes
nothing
he was
seems
so
difficult.
full of stories.
Most of
And
it's
he loved
automated through programming I
loved him.
understand.
It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this
And
out.
they're not very strict
We have
there
to.
either, which is great.
I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right.
That's not too bad.
Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes.
I've gotten
When
two
Leviathan
nicknames
took
from my
control of me,
coworkers.
I
Pendejo
remember being somewhere cold,
and Skater Boy.
but my father
Because
told me to never
for
be afraid of the dark.
up until yesterday, I had shoes that were not the slip resistant shoes that were mandatory for work. And they ordered them Tuesday, and he was like, "Yeah, they'll be in either Friday or like Monday or Tuesday next week." I was like, "Okay, cool." But for the longest time, I was just fucking sliding around on my shoes because The floor is oiled to shit
Just chilling in water?
because of the amount of oil used on the parts and the machines themselves that we work on.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
What a
He
dog.
was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Watch your fucking
Did
door
you
when
take
you're
appropriate
shoveling.
steps to prevent indoctrination?
Word.
Of course. It was completely shielded.
I'll be here for at least
All
another
had
2
regular
hours.
psyche bells.
Maybe 3.
Now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone.
I don't have a proper
orders
alert
from
command set up yet. I don't know what to do for my channel.
Why are you trapping them like this? Individually.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
Well, just like level up
Interesting.
with their librarians, right?
Hey, Loco. Need a hand?
How long have you been here?
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Ann back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable. We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless it needs something, Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
How did she know this?
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the
You
artifact.
just
My father wanted to
hold
be
that
at
one
that dig
out?
site.
That's awesome.
He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field
Honestly,
gear.
I bet it's the same
He'd
mix
have
of
hated
breeds.
dying here.
That's hilarious.
Commander, you see this thing? This is
Like a
great.
village.
Hey, Edie. Husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
You want to take the husk head? Deliver this to... Fucking yes.
All right. Just don't tell anybody.
Nice.
Oh, is that
You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
Piggy dipping.
Man. You know I had to. I had to take that. The thing that I blew up twice? Hell yeah.
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal
Yeah,
when
but with the
Leviathan's
boys.
controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
Yeah, I know cross.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to fight someone.
We have no idea what will happen.
It's pretty fun.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first.
Pretty good.
I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something
so
to
you
fight the
need to
Reapers,
destroy the
Commander.
block that they're,
I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
It is.
It might just be the
Noted.
legit
Edie.
farm that he's in.
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
I'm gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you.
No shit.
I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Leviathan's
Do we
a
have
Reaper.
enough?
Partial lock.
Easy.
Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Do it.
I don't care. I don't care about narrowing the search. We'll figure it out.
But I feel like if the
Anne, are you all right?
closer to it,
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to
Nah,
Normandy.
who cares?
Good. It's a start.
Just get me in the system.
Commander.
I'll outrun the
I
fucking
sense something else.
Reapers.
Anger.
I don't give a shit.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
No shit.
Come on. Let's get you some help.
Fuck him. I don't care.
and then eventually swap.
Where the hell? Is she still here or did she leave? Still can't do anything with that data pad in the bathroom. She left. She for sure is fucking gone. Well,
Sean, there are like 3 zombie villains.
time to continue the Leviathan quest then, huh?
Current social status.
First, I got a couple new things in my war catalog and some money to spend. So that is what I will do. I'll slowly upgrade all my weapons. Just to buy new weapons.
No. Sean, wait, what the fuck? There are like 3 of them right here, Sean. 3 zombie villagers.
The Hanar have set their warships to engage the Reapers to repay Commander Shepard for saving... There's updated. A medi-gel formulated especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians and fleet captains. Cool.
I have 1 in there.
I thought I got more stuff, but I guess not.
Oh,
Didn't I get something for the Asari 2nd Fleet? Because that was not updated or new.
Commander.
You guys don't have any more things to talk about? You know what else? I have I have Petrovsky's fucking chessboard in here. As well as Bryson's fucking husk head. Look at it. Oh yeah, the Citadel ship spins. Interesting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's done.
We don't have name tags.
Yeah, there's the chessboard. Okay. Fish! Look at him. Look at him. Thriving.
I got money.
Yes, pyros.
Henry, do you have any Henry's right here?
I hope I didn't leave you hanging too long on that last server stream.
I'm just glad we made it up.
Hello, Commander.
I don't really care. The only thing that aggravated me was the grenades landing at my feet. And then getting stuck in my boot or some shit. I don't fucking know.
You just want to keep the one or like?
Alright.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, there's a new system over here?
Do you have any name tag?
Huh. Well, there's not much new stuff then. Like, 2 of the systems have already scanned. There are 3 of them, though.
I don't think I have a name tag. Nah. Yeah.
I found something.
2181 Despoina? This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records indicate it has been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have at least some photosynthetic life. Cool. What's it got on it? Search successful scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Well, I instantly found it. So I'm gonna go back to these other 2 areas and see what's over here first. Just to get stuff.
Signal confirmed.
There we go. Low density planet in comparison to Earth. Triginta Petra is also drier, with wide land masses that are largely desert. Its dextrochirality native life has yet to make it out of the oceans, primarily producing cyanobacteria, which provide a limited amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. A handful of Turians colonized the planet and attempted to introduce land plants. Their chief hurdle was the lack of good topsoil, which required imports and sophisticated farming practices to overcome the farmer's maxim on Triginta Petra was, if you can last 5 seasons, you officially know what you're doing. Preliminary scans of Triginta Petra suggest that the Reapers judged its population too low to harvest and struck its colonies with kinetic impactors. They then moved on, trusting that the destruction of the food supplies main arteries would finish off the inhabitants of such a biota-poor world.
Defending the area.
What?
Dextro rations. Goodbye.
Reapers eluded. I found something.
Chalkos is notable for being one of the few garden worlds in the Milky Way that is also part of the binary planet system. Both it and its heavenly twin Selvos are in a stable orbit with one another in addition to orbiting the star Mill. Chalkos' greenhouse gases lead to a hotter climate than Earth, and the solar eclipses caused by Selvos, while common, are not frequent enough to be a good solar shade. This did not prevent a colony from springing up, largely Asari and their varying species of mates. It was far from an idyllic settlement. Like many Terminus worlds, it was rife with farmers growing psychoactive substances, armed gangs, and with genetic engineering that would be illegal in Council space. But aside from the maddening heat and photo period, it was quite inhabitable. The Reapers turned Chalkos to rubble. Emergency broadcasts caught in the light cone coming from the planet indicate that the Reapers used ground forces to invade and spent little time harvesting as they departed. The Reapers bombarded the planet from orbit either because they needed to reinforce another front quickly or had gathered the data on genetic engineering they needed. Husk neural map.
I got my two and my...
Okay.
I should smell through right now.
I don't think I have enough fuel to do anything here. Lord knows I'm going to try to drift.
But we don't have name tags.
No, make it. I have 7 fuel left.
Oh, shit. Alright, I got my two. When one changes, are they just gonna all start beating on him? Oh, to other villagers? Or when they're morphing? Oh.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Yeah,
Never seen anything like it. Can't imagine what's waiting for us down there.
Bryson's team called it a Reaper killer. From what we've seen, it doesn't want to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Sure, but now what? Let's suppose it is a Reaper. Is that the kind of help we want?
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's not much I do like.
Nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Yeah, should we start making
underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
The Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Well, I don't think he's happy that we showed up.
About to be big pimpin'.
Everyone all right? A little banged up, but I'm good. How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get We're restored.
Copy that. We'll look around. Busted ships, makeshift shelters. We're not the first ones down by that pulse. Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Ah, but he doesn't realize he's dealing with the Commander Shepard. What the fuck is this? Argus. Is that a shotty? No, it's an AR. What the fuck? Well, that's not good. I don't want that.
I'm not recognizing any of those ships. They're ancient.
Shepard, it's one of the artifacts.
Explains why no one gets out of here. crackling. Real old.
Datapad log, Adam Brooks. The hull will hold, that's what they say. Whatever God watches over Ezo prospectors came through for us. Despite a hell of a smack in the water landing, the MSV Monarch displaces enough air to stay afloat. We're all thankful we're alive. Captain Pratt even ordered the champagne broken out. Helps perspective, I guess. The big puzzle? What drowned us in the first place? Kunshin says it wasn't lightning. It was some kind of pulse. A directed energy weapon seems likely. But where would it have come from? There's no radio traffic. The whole bloody ocean is silent. Tonight the techs are going to try rerouting the power to get a good mass drop before getting the thrusters firing. If all goes well, we'll be airborne in 24 hours. All does not go well. Datapad log, Shen Kanshan. Attempts to get airborne have failed every time. The damage done by the pulses, if you could call it damage, doesn't make physical sense. The connections aren't fried, but the Monarch's thrusters disengaged. The distress beacon is likewise dead, but most of our electronics are still functioning. Doesn't seem to be a result of shielding. Without a distress beacon, we've got no chance. I hear bad things about ration supplies, and I think that's why the captain ordered us to collect rainwater and set up tents on the deck. Keeps us busy. Brooks has been talking about using the Triton's weapons to try blast fishing. I agree, but I haven't seen anything that looks like a fish. I wish I were an optimist. Alright. Datapad log, Dr. Chai Lin. The rations will hold us 2 days more. Brooks sent a drone to the bottom and it came up with a bioluminescent plant life. None of it is edible. I warned the crew not to eat it before my tests were done, but Romero and Mullins tried it anyway. They haven't stopped vomiting and their dehydration wastes fresh water. We sent Kanshan's team on a raft over the wrecks. They came back with spheres, some kind of organic-based alien technology, and nothing to eat. I want to believe they'll give us some answers, but if they had helped the other ships figure out what happened, they wouldn't be here, now would they? It's getting cold. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. And now I start working on this, because I have nothing else to do with my points.
Looks like a damaged Atlas. Different though, and it's not flying Cerberus colors. Nice looking machine. Too bad it's a wreck.
Yeah, unfortunate, isn't it? The hell is that?
Look up there!
Reapers! They were right behind us!
Protect the shuttle!
Huh.
Marquette! Situation! Swapping out the parts, Commander, hang on!
I mean, they have like smaller houses.
Ow! Interesting.
Protect the shuttle! Marquette, situation! Swapping out the parts, Commander, hang on!
Aw, god damn it. I got stuck in a turning motion.
Are you muted?
Yeah. What?
Protect the shuttle! Cortez, situation! Swapping out the parts, Commander, hang on! Cortez, almost there, Commander. Cortez, what happened to almost there? Out of development, Commander. Fixing it now.
Had a what?
I'm on it.
Aw.
Cortez, I need that bird in the air. Just a few seconds.
That's a brute. That's a couple brutes. Achievement! I think that's... Yeah, kill a brute while it's charging. Which I think it was doing as it was flying across the sky.
Oh, I was coming through for some fucking... I missed the goddamn fuck.
Okay. Ah, get off. I got an avatar award. I don't know why. What did it... What? I don't care. Eat.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Hold on.
I need some backup at the shuttle.
I'm having issues of my own, motherfucker. Calm down.
Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire. I'm on it. Okay, we're clear. Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk.
Pretty much
Okay, hold on.
I feel pretty good for what you said, 7 hours?
Here's something. Oh, good, a missile launcher.
Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air.
Why not have the Normandy pick us up?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
Much less, but...
Then we aren't getting out of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving mech?
It's a Triton model, military grade, repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Wait a second. Are we seriously saying you're gonna...
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I suppose we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It was like that.
I'm very confused.
Another power cell for you, Commander.
Here they come! Get another power cell, Shepard! Hold them off!
Ah, shit. Give me the fucking Shepard. Take the cell. No, why do you give me two options? I apologize for walking away. I didn't fully drain my Dead Space battery.
Got another cell here.
Huh. Huh. Ow. Yeah, that's... Wow! This is gonna be annoying. Okay. What the fuck? Why am I in my weapon wheel? Get me out of... There we go. I'd like you to die, friend. Fuck me. What the fuck? Yeah, I really can't hurry. You wanna know why? I get fucking blasted. I don't think you actually understand what the fuck's going on here. There's another goddamn brute.
Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in. Another power cell for you, Commander.
I'm glad you just have an infinite supply of these. I require you to fuck off.
Cargo doors are opening, Commander. That mech is all yours. It should still have weapons capability.
It's like, what did I get?
Get to that mech, Commander. We could use the help.
It was like, I'm standing in front of it mashing A, but it's grayed out and I didn't know why.
Good. I need to get in the water before they come back. Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
What's up?
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Whoa. Hey, Commander, are you really serious about this plan?
Yeah.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs, check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's go.
No.
Take care down there, Commander.
And by let's do this, I mean I'm gonna do
Closing
this.
hatch.
Me. By myself.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3,
That'd be a good idea.
2, 1.
Cannonball. I fucking hate it. Holy,
Looks good so far.
holy fuck, I hate it.
Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
Yeah. Well, this is the only one.
Fucking hate it.
Are you guys pushing him?
Kinda.
Maybe.
You know, that works.
Good. That's sick. I have been disconnected from Xbox Live. Awesome.
Oh yeah, that was me. No way that they're trying to run away.
Not sure if you can read me out there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding out. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
Captain's log. I can't shoot.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
I don't know what scanner you're fucking talking about. I see nothing.
Shutting down all non-critical systems to preserve remaining power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now.
Far too fucking much.
Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there.
Go give us a go.
This is awful. This is my least favorite thing right now.
Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Cannonball Part 2.
We need books.
I think. I can't look down any further.
Can't say anything just yet.
I fucking hate this.
There has to be a villain.
Oh my god. I have landed on something.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
This is...
What is that?
Oh, hi. Stop. What are you doing?
I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
What's happening? What are you doing?
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
You look like a squid.
Your mind belongs to me.
Why are you a person? Why are you Anne?
Anne. What's happening?
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles. Your own species could be destroyed with a single thought. But you are different. I have witnessed your actions in this cycle. The destruction of Sovereign, the fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy. The lesser species were in our thrall, serving our needs. We grew more powerful and they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this problem, we created an intelligence with a mandate to preserve life at any cost. As the intelligence evolved, it studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
I have questions.
You built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution, it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
How did you remain hidden all this time?
Our extermination is not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design. Each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution, its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds what it's looking for, the harvest will continue.
Do you know anything about the device we're building? It's supposed to be a super weapon.
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind.
I have...
You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
I have more questions.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No. You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs. The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
I'm sorry, there's more of you. There's not just one of you. Minimum, at this point, there's 3.
Confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It is clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
Cool.
No, it does actually. You're both really cool.
Oh. Oh, we need a village? Alright. Oh shit. It does look pretty sick. With this single tree in the
That's interesting. I have so many more questions now. That was a lot of shit.
Like China constructing hospitals.
Hey, what's up? I am probably dying.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we need to go through.
What?
What's it called?
Shepard's back. Cortez, status.
That's so, it's like so weird because there's like no other sound except for those two smacking each other. That's so fucking... That was so strange.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound!
One spawned like outside.
Y'all are lame. I was hoping you'd come out of the water and do things weird.
He's freezing. Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
We're lucky we got you back. I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
Ah.
We found it, Ann.
I already got it on
We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
I really don't know.
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Ann. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Under pressure. That was a interesting mission.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The Alliance wanted more intelligence on the Reapers. I'd say we got it.
Our people will be studying it for years to come. They're already calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Here to help.
Hack it out.
Here to be confused. Oh good, of course you're a fucking Codex entry. Essentially nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true name exists, no ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races has been recorded. The Task Force can only conjecture based on the limited information provided by Shepard. Which fuck knows if they believe me, because why would they start now, right? Their current world is unlikely their home world, so it is surmised that the Leviathans mastered technology in spaceflight despite their immense size and aquatic nature. Their ability to communicate with and mentally dominate land-based sapients would have been a necessary step, and so whatever homeworld the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species whose civilization served their purposes. Presumably, their bodies can withstand both the extreme pressure of the depths and the lesser pressure of a coastal area where they might come into contact with these thralls. Transporting a creature the size of the Leviathan into space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It is likely they used Ezo for ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if Leviathans have modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable. The faster-than-light communication of their pulses would require precise control previously unknown to modern science. One can only guess at the innovations of this species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. Because why the fuck would they? They are the quote-unquote apex predator. A mixed species team of special operations soldiers have volunteered to covertly deliver Leviathan artifacts behind enemy lines. These attacks aim to make Reaper creatures thralls of the Leviathans. On a small scale, this could cause chaos and disruption. On a large scale, and if given enough time, it could form an army of Reaper creatures dedicated to exterminating their own kind. The team's major limiting factors are the small number of artifacts and the reluctance of the Alliance commanders to operate openly with such a potent weapon for fear the Reapers might develop a countermeasure. Theory, those pearls, those artifacts, they produce those in their body in some way. That's my theory on that. Dr. Anne Bryson has survived her ordeal with Leviathan's artifact and retains most of her mental faculties. Her research into paleotechnology could be useful in understanding the Prothean device and the laws of high-energy physics that the Reapers seem to ignore. Biologists of Chakos have made a quick study of the brain structures of Husk and other Reaper creatures, isolating the part of the brain responsible for interpreting sensory data. Their conclusions contrast the various strengths and weaknesses of Reaper ground forces when it comes to sight, smell, hearing, and so forth. This data could be extremely useful for soldiers or citizens trying to escape and evade Reapers on occupied planets. When they were struck by the Reapers, the agribusinesses of Trigenta Petra had a surplus of both plant and animal-based food products for dextroamino acid-based sapients. Both Turian troops who favor a meat-heavy diet and the Quarians who are typically vegan show a marked preference for these recovered rations, suggesting that although they were wiped out by enemy forces, the Petrans had pretty good taste. Serving Petran food to a unit about to go into combat can restore a little morale and dignity to an otherwise demoralized squad. Yes, you do.
Commander.
I don't have a lot of money, but I have money. Also, there is a fourth game. There is Andromeda. I'm not even sure what that game's about. At least I had heard stuff about Mass Effect 3. It wasn't good back when I heard about it, but like I've heard shit about it, so I kind of like understood what was going to be happening in the story. But yeah, and as far as Andromeda is concerned, fucking heard nothing. Also, I have 7 fuel. And now I think I'm only down to, the main mission area. Like, this is the last area I can go to. There's absolutely nothing else I can do now. Until I unlock more areas. Have our galaxy while the Reapers attack and go to the next galaxy over. It's about exploring and finding a new home. Interesting. I guess there's just nothing in this galaxy as well. The developed ships of Solarians, Turians, and Krogan float far away from one another, out of weapon range. Messages sent by each faction indicate that they would welcome the Normandy as a neutral meeting ground for their diplomats. The fact that they have not agreed on a ship to serve as a neutral meeting point before now does not bode well for the negotiations.
Well, I'm kind of near it.
The Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room.
On this side.
And hope this doesn't start another war.
Yes. God.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
Shut the fuck up already.
The Krogan has a name. Urdnot Rex. And I'm not just some junkyard Theron you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need. A cure for the genophage.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win? It wasn't the Solarians, or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni. It was Krogan blood that turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing, wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise that Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years, if you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough. Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
My information says otherwise.
This is gonna be like an automated farm.
A Solarian scientist, Malin, grew a conscience. He was on my planet, testing a cure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But what you didn't know is that other
Politicians,
females
man.
survived his experiments. So the Dalatras here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess and to take them prisoner.
Where did you get this? It could be a fabrication.
Oh, shut the
Don't
fuck up.
insult me. Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatras, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
I don't give it. Fuck it. I'll shoot you in the head. How about that? How does that benefit your fucking people, bitch?
How long do you think you'll last alone against
Fuck
the
you.
Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at one of our STG bases on Surkesh. But I warn you, Commander. The consequences of this will be felt for
God,
centuries
dude,
to come.
I want to.
Let's go get them.
Boy, you're
setting
lucky.
foot on Surkesh. This will take time.
It happens now. As a Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
Yeah. Yeah, think about that sentence you just fucking said, bitch. Think about it. I'm gonna fucking kill her. I'm a fucking killer. Is the lighting doing something weird? What do you mean? Oh, fuck. Eh. Like, dimmed slightly. That's about it. It's a download.
House is now a fortress.
I have this game downloaded. There are no discs.
Just around my house.
Why do you keep asking me to insert a disc? Oh, that's just Mass Effect being Mass Effect.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here, so let's keep it simple. We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Let diplomacy play out, Rex. You'll get what you want.
These females are the best, and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them back, Rex. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, Liara. I wouldn't want anyone else along for the ride.
I should have brought
I have
Garrus.
the Solarian base on sensors.
Should have brought
Set her
Garrus and
down.
Liara. Just to have the old crew back together.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Land.
Tell them the Dolatress authorized this herself.
I knew they'd never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Rex!
We have an unauthorized landing.
And who authorized you to hold my race hostage?
Oh, shit.
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident,
As would we.
but you have something valuable for Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist you remain under guard.
I can handle this, Rex.
Calm
Anything
down.
goes wrong and all bets are off.
Calm down, buddy. Trust me, I'm pissed too.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, well, you have one of the things I'm kind of scared of.
Watch the containment shield!
That thing is
I'd hope
dangerous.
to never see one of those again.
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
This whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course, I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
Attention biolabs. Please prepare for young specimen arrival.
This is not going to be a simple mission. This is not going to be a simple mission at fucking all.
Please don't touch that.
You know what? Honestly, though, that's kind of fair. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom and shit. I need food, too. Two people left alive. And it's the two people in the same fucking room.
No. It's a little weird.
Can we nap? Can we sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to make stuff, so we'd love to sleep.
There was just some monsters by my house. You know.
Yeah, feel ya. I capiche.
Still is that monster. Fuck.
No, they just explode.
Yeah. Damn. Man. I'll be fine.
You know, as comfortable as these pants are, they're, like, very thin. As comfortable as these pants are, they're very thin.
Oh yeah, Levi's are not very warm.
So being down in a basement is very cold. And, like, I really didn't notice because I've been sitting, like, cross-legged in my chair, so, like, just huddled into myself, so it's, like, I stay a bit warm. Stood up! The warmth left very quickly.
Alright, now we eat.
Oh, my phone's actually still alive. It's gonna die here in like 3 seconds. Apparently it's 28 out. Feels like 17.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's gonna stay warmer throughout the night than it is in the morning. Which is weird.
Outside?
Yeah. Yeah, like it's gonna hit like 33 degrees at like midnight, and then it's gonna drop to like 27 or some shit
Oh yeah, that
in the
makes
morning.
sense. Yeah.
That makes sense. That tracks. Gotta love it. Alright, phone, you need to charge because you're at 1 fucking %. As we got cheese. Oh. I'm honestly kind of excited for my payout next month because I'm gonna buy a new chair. You know the chairs you were looking at on Secret Lab?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting one of those. I'm getting one of the Omega series.
The big boys?
No, the pretty much the smallest ones they got, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be like $450, I think.
It's not terrible.
No,
I mean, like,
it's not even my entire payout for next month.
It's gonna be really good for it's gonna last a long time. I think. For 400 some odd dollars.
Well, from what I've heard about Secret Labs chairs, like the Omega and the Titan and all that, they're very good, extremely durable, super fucking comfortable.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I think a streamer I was watching when I initially found him, he said he had one of his Titans for like 5 years so far.
Holy shit.
And he thinks he can still get another 5 out of it.
As long as you don't, like, abuse it, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Can't be one of those streamers that throws their fucking chair across the room out of anger.
Don't be XQC, you're good.
Yeah, that might be a problem. Falling asleep in my chair will be a huge problem. Because I'm going to be honest. Hold on. While I was doing the codex stuff, when I was listening to the guy read, I was falling asleep a little bit. And not because it was boring or anything for me. I'm sure it was boring to most normal people. But, like, for me it wasn't boring. That's just the kind of shit I fall asleep to normally. If I'm not watching, like, random videos from, like, fucking Markiplier or Jacksepticeye or something like that. Yeah. Or Ray. Fucking, I'll be watching, like, lore videos. Like, Fallout lore videos, Skyrim lore videos. I went down a fucking deep dive of Final Fantasy lore videos at one point.
Oh my god.
And, like, that shit's, like, the shit I usually go to sleep to. Just because, like, I don't need to pay attention to it. I just need to listen to it. And that's, like, one of the best ways to just go to fuck to sleep for me.
Just something that's, like, a little boring.
Yeah.
So soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls. Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
How about you stay here and we only fight one war at a time?
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Hey, maybe when this is over, you and I can go toe-to-toe. Just for fun.
Shepard here almost did. He ever tell you about our little chat on Vermeer? You could say we had a disagreement. Good times.
The best.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw. Besides, you'd think this is the kind of thing the Shadow Broker would have known about.
Well, the Solarian he's talking to just does not give a shit.
Know him.
Oh, yeah.
Or her.
I'm sure the broker was very busy.
Back on the Normandy, he said Reapers were sighted off Tuchanka.
Clans Jorgal and Rabador sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something. Tuchanka may be a pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
That's what I always liked about you, Rex.
My smoldering good looks?
There is that. But you've never given up. And that determination's about to pay off.
Yeah. Who would have thought back on Vermeer we'd be standing here doing this together?
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Malin's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
That's a pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it. We've had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
What a horrible way to live.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Krogan do enjoy reminding us about the Rachni Wars, don't they?
And Asari never let us forget they're better looking.
God damn it, Rex, I've missed you.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
I'm down. Can we start with the Dalatrus? Fucking bitch. I've never been more annoyed with a character talking that I've never heard talk.
Agree with him or not, our orders are clear. Ensure the smooth handover of the Krogan detainees.
Who gave the order?
Our superiors. That's all that matters.
But they're gonna cure the genophage. everything we've done to stop the Krogan will be for nothing. When I want your opinion, I'll promote you. Until then, stay sharp and keep your mouth shut.
Bitch.
This is a restricted area. Please stay back.
You're a restricted area.
Another incursion.
Air defenses report unidentified craft skirting our inbound approach vectors.
It's like someone's testing our defenses.
Appears that way, sir.
I don't like it. Not with everything else going on.
Oh.
Commander Shepard, it's Major Kirahi. I'd heard you were coming.
Good to see you again. Sounds like you've been promoted.
Yes, due in no small part to our mission on Vermire. Hold the line. You saved my men that day.
It's nice to see you, Major.
Same to you, Dr. Tassoni. It seems the Reapers have a way of bringing us together.
Are the Solarians prepared for war with the Reapers?
God, no.
I've heard what they're doing to your Earth. I'm not sure any species can prepare for that. Though rumors suggest you're building a superweapon of some kind.
Nah.
This business with the females is part of it. I need the Turian support, and they need the Krogans.
Which is why I never became a diplomat. Too much hand-holding. Leave it to the Dalatresses.
How did you get posted to this base, Major?
I led the team on Tuchanka that found the females. Nasty business. Malin may have meant well, but his operation was cruel. Test subjects were unaccounted for. The females easily escaped his lab.
What do you think about bringing the female Krogan here?
Our scientists say it's important to preserve the females. Evolutionary paradigms. I say when people know you're hiding something valuable, they'll want to steal it. Either way, I have my orders. They'll be your problem soon enough.
I guess we're both still feeling the effects of Vermire.
Yes, ironic. You destroyed the genophage cure, yet now it's the key to an alliance. Your standoff with Erdnot Rex is legend within STG.
I'm sure you saw Rex's entrance.
Our colony's 3 systems away saw it.
Big guy's pretty angry about being put on a leash.
Apologies, but better that than a Krogan with a shotgun wandering the base. Think of all the casualties. Our medpay couldn't handle it.
Security seems high. Are you expecting trouble?
Our motto in STG is to always expect trouble. Failing that, create trouble for someone else. Our enemies have the same idea.
I knew I liked Solarians.
Nice seeing you
fucking-
again, Major.
Likewise.
I'm on the fence with these
And
bastards.
Commander, regardless of what the politicians decide, you can count on my support retaking Earth.
You'd do that?
Consider it my way of returning a favor. It would be an honor to fight alongside you again. Good day.
I guess the people that think further past themselves.
Told me the Turians can't hold out much longer. He's hearing the Reapers have them against the wall.
The Turians are the biggest fleet in the galaxy.
And we're only a few Mass Effect relays away from the whole mess.
A few.
Send confirmation to the Dalatras that the exchange is proceeding.
Yes, sir.
This is Senior Research Director Wicks, authorizing visitor access to lower level. Now take this elevator down, and someone will...
Alert. Threat condition 2 has been declared. Scramble readiness teams.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Sensors have picked up activity on the perimeter. Hurry, Commander. Someone will meet you below.
Either the Reapers here or Cerberus is. One of the fucking two.
Base personnel must remain on site until further notice.
All specimens are accounted for, sir.
Oh.
Shepard, excellent timing.
What's
Good
up,
to
Morden?
have you here. Morden.
Eyesight still sharp. Surprise understandable. Hadn't expected to return to work.
You're back with STG?
Special consultant. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong. Helped female Krogan. Fed information to Clan Urdnot. Encouraged political pressure to free females.
You must be Rex's inside source.
Yes, can explain later. Security warnings not normal. Need to get off-world for sake of Krogan. Females had weakened immune systems. Side effect of Malin's cure. These didn't survive.
But what about Malin's research? I thought we saved it.
Indeed, data saved, but not complete. Lacks crucial details to reconstruct cure, but still usable for synthesizing from living tissue. Couldn't save them.
I'm sure you did everything you could, Mort.
Arrived too late. Cannot delay now. One survivor, immune to genophage, can synthesize cure from her tissue.
She's still here?
Yes, last hope for Krogan. If she dies, genophage cure... problematic.
What?
Please be careful. Krogan slow to trust.
Yeah, well.
I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
Are you here to kill me?
Goddess, what she's been through.
Urdnot, Rex, and I are here to take you home.
Why? What am I to you?
You look like you're in a cocoon.
Have the Solarians been mistreating you?
Those are my sisters you saw back there. They died in a lot of pain.
Did the best we could.
And now I know I'm the only one left. That makes me dangerous to a lot of people. What about you, Commander Shepard? Why are you here?
You're the future of the Krogan race. I'm fighting for that.
Then I hope you brought an army.
Alert. Unidentified missiles have breached the perimeter.
Give me an update. Outbound communications have been severed. We're cut off. Secure all data to off-site location.
What's happening?
What's happening?
We have multiple ships inbound.
I think I've done that twice now.
Shepard, it's Rex. Cerberus troops are attacking the base.
Yeah.
Get the females out of there now!
Only one survived, Rex. It might be safer down here.
What? So the Solarians can kill her like the others? No deal. If you still want this alliance, get her out of there.
I don't want to do an escort
Release the
mission.
female. We're leaving.
I can't. Protocol states during lockdown, no specimens.
Objection noted. Now, please release Krogan. Need to monitor pod as it clears quarantine procedures.
Meet us at next checkpoint, Shepard. Likely Cerberus opposes genophage cure.
You'll see Tuchanka again. I promise.
Get to elevator, Shepard.
I hope you brought an army. Well, I kind of am that fucking army. And it's only Cerberus, so, like, this is gonna be fine.
Put all research subjects into immediate lockdown. Watch us secure.
Oh, God!
We've got to get moving, Shepard.
The Yogg is free? You lose the most dangerous thing?
Morton Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station here. Gained autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects. Females were obviously dying. Barbaric experiments. Malin's fault. My responsibility to fix. Need to save them. No more. No more dead. Log, Morton Solus, 162.3. Used STG ties to secure station. Autonomy in caring for Krogan test subjects.
I'm assuming that's the elevator. Can I really not do anything with this? What a lame door.
No more dead.
Something's wrong with the elevator. It's not responding. There. Try it now, Commander.
That's a bomb.
Bomb! Get back!
Is there another way out of here?
I can open it from here.
Okay. Have fun.
Cerberus forces trying to locate female. Quarantine checkpoint under attack.
Really?
Hurry.
Man, I wouldn't have guessed that. That was actually the last reason I thought they were here. I thought they were just here to fight the Solarians for no reason. Just for fun.
Do whatever it takes to get the female up to the landing pad. I'll try to make life miserable for Cerberus. Oh, man.
That doesn't take much work. Cerberus is really bad at living. Shotgun blade attachment. What a grenade throw! Fuck that guy.
The big girls are sitting duck. We need to end this. Shepard, Cerberus in vicinity. Hurry! We're on our way.
Yeah, I'm making my way there. Just tell the elusive man no. Yeah, he hates that. Like, a lot. But he also has, like, the shittiest troops I've ever seen.
Careful. There goes the next shadow broker.
Not funny.
It's a little funny. That was a strange animation.
Shepard, Cerberus troops at checkpoint. Attempting to kill Krogan. Need assistance.
I see the checkpoint. They're taking fire.
Let's get in there.
Oh, fuck. I would like to get in here.
Quickly, Shepard. Technician dead. Clear us through the checkpoint.
Eh. Oh, look at all the Baron. Look at him. I want to note, the pod got a health bar. They did no damage to the pod. The elusive man really is fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel for people that can do anything.
We'll try to repair if necessary. Can't speak for Krogan's health, however.
I'm fine, Commander.
Females kept secret. Possibly a mole in the STG. Could be indoctrinated. If no Krogan aligns with Turians, Reapers left unchallenged.
We'll do more than challenge them.
Shepard, meet us at next checkpoint. Cerberus likely to target.
Your ass?
Hurry, next checkpoint.
Oh, shit.
All squads converted. Shepard, get cracking. I'll try to draw some of their fire.
I'm gonna be honest. I am the least concerned I could ever be.
Hang on.
Look at this dude just sitting here. And he's gone. You guys are simply just not threats anymore. At all. I can shoot through walls. I'm actually hacking. Nice.
Commander, stay back. Hostiles just down the hall.
Is there an easier way around?
You could say that.
Sticky bomb!
Go, Commander! I'll cover you!
Orion Squad, your orders are to hold position and block access to next checkpoint.
More trouble! Looks like they got upgrades!
I'll cover you, Commander! Make your advance!
Taking them head on may not be the best idea.
Try flanking them!
Those turrets will chew us to pieces!
Affirmative.
Right away.
We got them all!
The next checkpoint won't be far. Maybe we can be Cerberus.
Try flanking them. I didn't move. They may not quit, but they have retired.
Didn't even what?
These people are okay, sure.
That morning guy is right. Cerberus knew we were coming. Why else would they be here?
Every war has its traitors.
Careful, we've got blonde berries down here.
We're in the shit now! Find cover!
Shepard, there are stairs. We can take the high ground.
Yeah, hold on. Like, how do you challenge a man who has wall hacks?
That's a difficult one.
I'm headed up top.
Orion Squad, trap the female at checkpoint 2. Take her out.
Who's talking?
Elevator malfunctioning, Shepard. Need assistance.
Yeah, someone's talking, and I don't know who. Hold on. Hello? You over here? Oh, there's a thing over here. Yes, that's what I wanted.
Cerberus outside pod, Shepard. Need
Oh,
assistance.
you're actually doing damage. Amazing. Okay, what's up, bitch?
Hurry, Shepard. Containment shield failing.
Oh, fuck. Hey, we are. James? Couldn't kill one guy? I don't know how that guy got behind me. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, here? Really?
That morning guy is right. Cerberus knew we were coming. Why else would they be here?
Every war has its traitors.
There they are. Careful, we've got blonde berries down here.
We're in the shit now! Find cover!
Shepard, there are stairs. We can take the high ground.
Yep, shut up. Yeah. Be out there in a second. I gotta re-pick up this stuff.
O'Brien squad, they've tracked the female in just 1-2. Take her out.
Think there was anything else around here? Yeah, no, we're good.
Taking fire! Take him out! Get him away from the female! Shepard, suspect Cerberus has cut power. Can't progress until you reroute emergency systems.
Okay.
SCP-408, the Baron, could provide a novel form of biological warfare with enhanced size and intelligence that could harass hostile civilian populations at minimal cost. Recommend project approval.
The fuck?
Look around. There must be a power conduit nearby.
Yeah, probably. Hey, I found the thing he was talking about. The, like, fucking sticky bomb pistol.
Excellent. Concurus. Wait! Another Cerberus squad.
Another one?
Don't let him near the
Why'd you
female!
turn off the fire?
Yes, sir!
Affirmative.
Keep up the pressure!
Got it.
Hey, you have no friends. Sir? Where are you? Oh, there. Bye.
Excellent. Affinity for destruction intact, Shepard. Can clear us through now.
Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
How are you holding up?
Containment shield strong, but not designed for direct fire.
This isn't your problem, Commander. You don't know me.
But I'd like to. Hang in there. How many more checkpoints?
Just the landing area. Hope Erdnot Rex still waiting.
Rex can't keep his hands off a fertile female. He'll be there.
I'll see you up top.
We found the Krogan.
Roger that.
That was the last one.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Cool.
Shepard, get your ass up here. I can't fly around forever.
The female's on the way up to the landing area.
I mean,
Pull this off, and I'm making you an honorary crew.
sick.
We're almost back up top.
Shepard, they found us. Under heavy attack.
This is Phoenix 6. We've got the Krogan hostage. Requesting reinforcements.
Enemy still present. On, under fire.
Fuck off, sir. I'm not talking to you. You can die. Oh, shit.
Hurry, Shepard. Containment shield.
There you are.
Appear safe. Need final approval now, Shepard.
Understood.
Do.
Shepard, don't delay. Please authorize final release. Can't leave otherwise.
Yeah, oh, yeah, hold on. I'm looting here.
We waited too long. Cerberus back.
Oh, really?
Recommend dealing
Huh, there's another one? Where? Who shot me?
Recommend dealing with Cerberus first, Shepard.
For fuck's sake.
Suggest you don't delay this time, Shepard. Need final approval.
Yeah, I get it.
Shepard, you must authorize release. Pod then transfers to loading area.
Let's get you out of there.
Whee!
What?
Shepard, heads up. You've got incoming.
Cool. Like one of the only things that actually gives me a problem from Cerberus.
Shepard, I can't land until you deal with that thing. It's too
Okay,
dangerous.
let me have control of my guns.
Krogan's been acquired.
No, it hasn't.
Door's damaged. Can't get out.
Stay clear. I've got this.
Protect the Krogan, Shepard. She's vulnerable.
Containment shield.
I'm gonna let you know that right now this is gonna be the simplest shit.
Crack that nut open or we're in for a world of hurt.
Hey,
Cerberus never did
Stop
play
that.
fair.
okay, hold on. Jesus, you actually turned on me. I thought you were gonna keep shooting the stupid thing. There's a long fucking cutscene for no reason.
Containment shield failing.
Crack that nut open or we're in for a world of hurt.
Cerberus never did play fair.
What's wrong, Shepard? You getting old? Take that thing out. Fighting Sarah was a lot harder than this.
Rex still has his temper. Right away.
Anyway,
That's how it's done.
Careful. There are more of them still around.
Shepard, I think you did it. Looks clear from here. I'm coming in now.
I did nothing different than the first time, so I don't know why I died the first time. So why were you flying the shuttle and not Cortez? The shotgun is so small in your hands.
You had me worried there for a minute.
Eh.
Let's make this quick.
Let's get you out of there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I can handle myself, Rex.
Women.
Why is Cerberus here? What do you want?
Ish. Also, where do I get a shotgun that fires that fucking far? World Shaker. What the fuck? Okay.
Commander, I'm hearing chatter you're brokering a treaty between the Krogan and the Turians.
If I get Krogan boots on Palaven, the Turians promise me their support.
And how does Cerberus get involved?
I don't know. The Elusive Man is up to something.
Then keep them at bay. I can't overstate what a victory this treaty would be for the Alliance. We'll need all the help we can get.
How's the Prothean device coming?
Alliance R&D has officially begun
Keep them
construction.
at bay.
The
Hack
team
it.
has dubbed it
I have a question for you.
Crucible.
What the fuck do you think
We're
I'm doing?
throwing everybody who knows how to hold a hammer at it. This is going to be the most ambitious undertaking in human history.
Will we get it done?
I'm not saying it won't be a challenge, but our researchers tell me the designs are elegant, massive in scope, but strangely simple as well. We can do this, Shepard. You can do this. Never doubt that.
Still have no idea what the catalyst
sir.
is.
Good, hack it out.
Oh, re-rendered cutscene. So now what?
You have the female, Rex. A cure for the rest of your people can come later.
That wasn't the deal.
But Palaven needs your reinforcements now. We can't delay.
Unless every Krogan gets the cure, there's no alliance.
That's a lot of people.
Morton, how long will it take to finish a cure?
Need to synthesize base antigen from female. Also requires healthy male Krogan tissue. We'll need a sample.
You're looking at it.
Acceptable. We'll need you to remain aboard Normandy for procedure.
Let's hope the food's gotten better.
Probably not.
Formulating a cure that works for every Krogan sounds like a tall order, Morton. Can you do it?
Of course. Similar to Genophage modification project. Working against own alterations this time. Not as simple as garbage DNA blocking attachment sites. We'll need to counteract shutdown of redundant nervous system, adjust neurotransmitter levels.
Got it.
We'll create cure, Shepard. Don't need to worry.
Then get started, Morton. And make it quick.
Always do. We'll be in medbay if you'd like to speak more. Eve requires tests.
Eve?
Female's real name unknown. Normandy, a human vessel. Human mythology seemed appropriate under circumstances. Suggest speaking with her. New perspective. Surprising in Krogan.
Interesting.
Now, is there anything else?
There's a small matter concerning a ship we've lost contact with.
What happened?
I'd rather discuss it in private.
Turian problems can't even come close to what I've got.
I think that's a top tier enchantment.
What is it?
Some of my men went missing. The rest of it we can discuss somewhere else.
I'll find you both in the war room. Just be ready to talk.
Just fucking tell me. I don't understand why they... You people. Everyone is a fucking child. Fuck. Major Kira made his mark leading the Salarian Special Task Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Saren and Vermeer. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Kira was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Surkesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitute for experience and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. God damn, I fucking... So glad I'm working with a bunch of goddamn children. People act like fucking idiots. I have... Jesus Christ, I have a lot of new things. Hold on. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to open.
Dr. Morden Solis is a
Thank God I
master
want to read this.
geneticist and former operative for the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Dr. Solis is well known for his work in perpetuating the genophage, a biological weapon that almost completely sterilized the Krogan species. He eventually left the STG to open a clinic on Omega, where his combat skills kept the clinic safe and operational amid Omega's lawless society. In 2185, Commander Shepard recruited Dr. Solis to research the Collectors and the Reapers. He was a member of the Normandy crew that traveled beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors. He survived the mission, but his current whereabouts are unknown.
He's on the Normandy. His current whereabouts are actually very much known.
Alternating between large oceans and land masses covered in flora, the Solarian homeworld Surkesh is known for its humid climate and lush vegetation. As with the rainforests that once covered Earth, the planet's many forests enjoy a rich biodiversity. The Solarian desire for intellectual stimulation drove them long ago to explore every aspect of their environment, developing ways to thrive without consequences detrimental to their habitat. The areas near major cities and industrial centers are meticulously maintained, with an eye towards ensuring that sunlight penetrates to the ground level, and that established paths through the jungle are kept clear for travel. Burngrass, a soil-enriching and adaptable weed native to Surkesh, has become a major export because of its value for terraforming. The Mars Archives describe a superweapon that the Alliance has named the Crucible, which exploits the technology of Mass Effect relays. Beyond the basic principles, however, researchers know little about how the weapon actually works. One popular theory suggests that since relays can transfer matter and energy across the galaxy with little regard for distance, it may be possible to create a weapon for which range is barely a factor. Duplicating the advanced science used to build the relays has proven difficult, however. If the Crucible were completed, the challenge would become tuning the weapon to kill a Reaper halfway across the galaxy, without inflicting unthinkable levels of collateral damage. What is clear is that the Crucible's construction is a massive effort, drawing resources from throughout explored space. Staggering financial costs have been disregarded in the common effort to create something, anything, that can stop the Reapers.
Neat. Fucking shit, why not? Alrighty.
Yo, I'm trying to level up some of the largers. If I sell them into, like, liberarians.
Yeah?
Alright, what's your fucking issue?
Commander, you said one of your ships had gone missing?
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka.
I'm not sure.
Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
What are your men doing
Yeah, it
there?
only shows me up to level.
I'm
It
sorry.
only shows me, like, the next
That's
level.
classified.
Fucking.
But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I will kill you as well. I'll kill everyone.
I'll do what I can.
I will
I
destroy
appreciate
the
your help.
galaxy.
And
I do not care.
understanding.
I understand nothing.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
I don't fucking care.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
Thank you!
I can't tell you. Please understand.
I will fucking kill you.
The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus.
I mean, I'm coming through
He'll be
for
your
some
contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements.
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away. If I'm going to die,
Okay, those...
The
no,
Solarian
that's-
Galatras was worried about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
it won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers. But I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's when we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The Genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
That's
fucking barely, apparently.
Of course, Commander.
I don't give a shit if your mission's fucking classified. Tell me shit. Fucking dweeb. What's up,
Hell of a
Rex?
show down there on Surkesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing?
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived.
Shepard, why would you be shocked if the Rachni are back? We made sure they lived.
You give the word, and they'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
What will you do after the Genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time. But war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
It's the definition of
I'm still
violence.
getting
Moral
scattered
support to start
reports of
dodging.
Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the Genophage. My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Back on Surkesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more.
Women have good ideas, Rex. You should listen.
Yeah, but they have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
Holy fuck.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni? They were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni,
Hey.
but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling
Hey guys,
out from under some rock, you know how
let's
bad it
reiterate
can
one
get.
thing real quick, right? The Reapers are destroying everyone. They don't care. So if the Rachni are here, cool. They owe Shepard. So guess
That's it
what?
for now,
We
Rex.
can get another
Let's get back to
ally.
work.
Anytime.
Are you stupid?
Hey, Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but it's progress. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
I guess. I don't fucking... this... At least you're much more willing to tell me things. The joys of you being my friend.
Have a base on their homeworld secured better.
They were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
Sure.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful.
It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Yup.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox. Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on.
She turned her head about 180 degrees. She's an owl. Can't wait when you have to do this in D&D.
Commander?
I had to think about what you're talking about. I don't wanna. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara is with you. Getting off her old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you, talked with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there, Farron. Oh, you get romance trainer? Interesting. For Major Kira. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sarkesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. It seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Kira, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, Special Task Group. From Alliance News Network Information Partners, Thessia, Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis, has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planting a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The tech seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. Interesting. Only if you play FemSep, she's... Ah. Okay. Cool. I would love to see, like, most of these people just get with other people on the ship.
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance. They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die. And now that's about it.
I feel like the not wanting to die part, though, is a really, really driving thing that I don't understand why it's, like, so hard to work together.
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
I don't have answers.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
Yeah, but I'm going to end up romancing
On Earth,
Tali
bugs
again.
have a
So,
lot of young, too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest
kinda
in
ruins
keeping the
that.
children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefield of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle. With your permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives, since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Shepard, why'd you get snippy?
Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right...
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
What?
Hello, Shepard.
Hey, what's up? Apparently I'm snippy with you for some reason. I don't know what the fuck happened.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
Oh my god, the Krogan are cannon fodder!
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Joker, what the fuck is your problem with the Krogan?
Commander?
Don't be an asshole now. Can I just jump out of the ship? Anyway. Let Edie joke. I really don't know why Shepard was getting so snippy with her. That was strange. I have no reason to go up here. I have one reason to go up here. One very good reason. Alright.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm making another pattern thing.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like I'm still missing model ships, but I don't know where they would be. I would love to have them.
I can't imagine anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions?
Probably trillions.
I lied. I'm not fine.
Hello, Commander. Hello, Commander.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes, Morden would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no, I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed. Commander. Commander.
Alright.
will work, Rex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
I've missed having Rex around, I really have. I'd like to access the terminal, please. If what Javik says is true, his people were imperialists who left the rest of the galaxy quaking in terror, and I think he would sacrifice all of us without a thought if it could bring them all back again. I reviewed my old notes today. They're so childish. Did we romanticize the Protheans because we were dazzled by the technology they left behind? Are these really the people I dedicated my life to studying? I'm not sure what to make of Javik. I approached him while we were traveling to a different system, but he wasn't very inclined to talk. What little he does say concerns the Reapers and our possible failure. Is he simply a soldier mourning his people, or is it a fundamental difference in our cultures? I was calling every supply depot station around the Crucible to find enough pure platinum for the Crucible's primary trigger inlay. We barely had enough left to coat a coffee maker. An hour later, a ship pulled up with 16 tons of platinum, courtesy of the Shadow Broker, then it flew away to scavenge more materials for the project. The ship's captain emailed me later saying the broker would stay in touch with our needs. That's great, but I'm checking my computer for bugs. Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Good to see you again, Shepard. Good to see you again, Shepard.
Man, very few people want to talk. Come on.
At your service.
I know Morden's gonna talk my fucking ear off.
Shepard, they say female Krogan have a thing for guys with scars.
So I've heard.
I've got a few, myself. Here's hoping nobody's planning an arranged marriage to cement this deal. Though I have to say, I admire Eve. The things she must have endured living with the Genophage. And now, to top it all off, she's her people's last hope. Imagine the pressure.
Under pressure.
Takes real courage to face that. I hope we can measure up. I guess we're at war with Cerberus now, huh?
Eh.
I've never actually seen a female Krogan. Seems like they're the real brains on Tuchanka.
It sounds like it, too.
Good to see Morden still alive and kicking, and still finding new ways to cause trouble. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Okay. You take care, Garrus.
Aware Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus loyal, reasonably intelligent, bit aggressive, almost like Krogan.
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not interested.
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex. You can relax.
Can't be too careful, or put any faith in Solarian doctors.
This one is different.
Is he? What's that?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive, also affecting comfort of patient.
He was your inside source, Rex. You can trust him.
Solarians have minds like a maze. You never know when they're leading you into a trap.
Trap? Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's out now. And if she gets hurt, I'll feel it.
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility. Her welfare a priority. Will not allow her to be compromised by anyone.
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured enough.
Don't forget, still need your tissue sample.
I'll be back.
Common phobia. Fear of needles.
We're Solarian doctors.
Now have work to do. Prefer females of the species. Maybe with an inhibitor. No.
Thank you for saving my life, Commander. I didn't think the Krogan had any allies left in the galaxy.
We owe a lot to you, even if most people have forgotten that.
They can be forgiven. Our actions have
I know
hardly
why I
inspired
recognize this voice.
Part of being friends is
I've
knowing
recently
each
heard
other's
it in Skyrim. She
I
does.
feel bad that I don't
Whoever
know
does the
yours.
VA for Eve
I
here
surrendered
does some
the
VAs
day I
in
became a
Skyrim
shaman
as
with
well.
the female clan. I belong to my sisters now. But perhaps one day, when this is over, you can know it.
How did you get involved in Malin's experiments?
The other females and I volunteered. We heard Malin was trying to cure the genophage for Clan Weirlock.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their rule, Tuchanka has laid in ruins for over 1,000 years. It's time females took back our place in society and resurrected our future. Malin was our best hope.
Would you go to Malin again?
Absolutely. It only takes one candle to light a fire, and then the darkness is no more.
I'm sorry none of the other females survived.
I know. The youngest one, Kern, was the last to go. But she knew she would enter the void free of this curse, and then smile when she looked down upon the children of Tuchanka. Her spirit will be the midwife to my firstborn.
I found Malin's lab. It looked like a dungeon. His experiments were brutal.
We learned that too late. He meant well, but his methods grew more barbaric as he went. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually, a Solarian team found us. They saved our lives. We were so sick.
I didn't realize the Krogan had female shamans.
Wisdom comes from
Is that what you're
pain,
dressed
and
as?
the genophage has made us very wise. Rather than surrender to despair, a few of us chose to preserve the ancient ways. We safeguard our culture, our knowledge, our secrets. So when our children live again, the Krogan will flourish.
How were you initiated?
You're locked in a cave for 7 days with just enough food to last. On the 8th, you'll starve.
What does that prove?
Your resolve.
Ronnie Manila.
Every acolyte is given a chance. You either claw your way out through the rock with your bare hands, or you die.
How did you make it out alive?
I started digging the wrong way. I was in complete darkness. Nothing other than my own heartbeat to sustain me.
What happened?
I found this. A simple crystal, but it became my chisel. Take it as a reminder, Commander. In the darkest hour, there is always a way out.
Interesting.
That's a brutal initiation.
But an illuminating one. You learn to appreciate the light by living in the dark.
What do you think of Rex?
When he's not trying to sire half of Tuchanka, he's the best thing that's happened to the Krogan. But I won't tell him that. His head's big enough already. Literally.
He's turned into a strong leader.
I know in his heart Rex wants what's best for us. Though not all the other clans see it that way.
Yeah. No, she's a very common voice in Skyrim. That's why I said several voices, because I know I've heard it, like, everywhere I've been so far in that game.
Why would the other clans give Rex trouble? You'd think they'd want a better future.
It's not in the nature of our males to cooperate. They've evolved to be selfish. Their only concern is survival. Rex is different. He's a mutant. And that you can tell him.
Do you think Rex will want revenge for the genophage?
Some clans will expect it, but I hope Rex resists. He understands the cycle of violence must end if Krogan are ever to have a voice in galactic politics. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop them.
If you don't mind me asking, what's it been like living with the genophage?
I knew sisters who couldn't bear the shame of being infertile. They would wander off into the wastelands, hoping a thresher maw would kill them and end their torment.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my first stillborn.
What kept you from ending your own life?
When my child didn't draw breath, that's when my life truly began. The genophage forces us to live on hope alone. There is nothing else. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring change. And if it doesn't, there is always the next.
How do you think things will change after the genophage is cured?
Our species will find its balance again. Females will help shape the future, like in the ancient days, before we were just pawns of power-hungry males.
Most seem hell-bent on shooting anything that looks at them wrong.
What else is there for them to do? Because of the genophage, they become wandering killers, seeking targets to justify their existence, excuses to earn them honor.
How has Mordin been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy. Yet I think seeing my sisters and I changed something in him.
Sorry, Borgia, your offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear. Thanks for talking to me.
Also, yeah.
It's my pleasure, Commander. I've only met a few humans in my time.
Tracks.
I'm glad for the opportunity.
I forgot about the fucking Rouge's shit.
Shepard, blood work complete. Indicates significant stress on Eve's system. Malin's data thorough. Fortunately detailed as well. Have used notes to improve her condition.
Have you determined why she's immune?
Genophage targeted hormone production during pregnancy. Modification project used same modality. Her immunity totally different. Targeted glands now obsolete, like human appendix. Other glands mutated to produce proper hormones, enable viable birth. Also explains her weakness. Gland substitution imperfect. Health trouble.
You think you can make this work for all Krogan?
Yes. We'll use Eve's tissue to produce mutagen, alter gland function across entire species. Must improve mutagen as well, tune hormone production. Long-term illness for all Krogan otherwise.
So, we did the right thing by saving the data?
Indeed. Would be much harder to treat Eve without it. Maybe impossible.
And all those experiments we saw back on Tuchanka?
Monstrous, repulsive, but now with purpose. Victims didn't die for nothing.
So the end justifies the means?
Not my means.
But you're using the data, encouraging more experiments like Malin's.
Encouragement irrelevant. Will always be scientists willing to perform unethical tests. Can't change that. But can help Eve. Can cure genophage. Won't ignore data vital to her survival because of unethical origins.
Any word on Malin himself?
No. Ordered teams to search for him when trying to help Eve. Nothing so far. Large galaxy. Lots of places to hide. Could already be dead for all we know. Would kill him now if possible. Unless he could help.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated. Likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket. Something soft. Prefer to let her recover fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
You care about her?
My patient. My responsibility. Found her at STG base. 3 doctors injured trying to restrain her. Undid arm restraints. Didn't resist when she grabbed me. Promised to help her. She said, please.
You've always defended your genophage work. What changed your mind?
Never change mind. Genophage proper decision at time. New circumstances necessitate course correction.
Those circumstances being?
Reaper invasion. Turians doomed without Krogan support. Krogan need unified threat. Outlet for aggression. Cooperative symbiosis.
Nothing else? No personal stake here?
Getting old, Shepard. Not many years left. But still best candidate for project. Few Solarian scientists interested in genophage. None with my expertise. Had to be me.
Someone else might have gotten it wrong?
Possibly. Stakes too high for inexperience. But not about them. My work. My job to put it right. To prove I can.
Alright.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Thank you, Shepard. Glad to be back.
You planning to stick around when this is over?
Until Reaper's dealt with, at least. Then, not sure. Have made impact on Galaxy. Genophage modification, genophage cure, work against collectors, decisions, mistakes. Might go somewhere sunny, sit on beach, look at ocean, collect seashells.
You'd go crazy inside an hour.
He's already crazy.
Might run tests on the seashells.
Statement stands. Come on inside. really don't care about like any of that. That was an awful lot of talking from those two.
Why are you so interested in my people, Asari?
Protheans are always an enigma, a mystery to solve. I wanted to know what happened to your civilization. Why did such an enlightened race disappear?
Enlightened?
Well, it seemed that way.
And now that I am here,
I wonder what it's like waking up 50,000 years later to a new galaxy.
I believe this cycle cares too much about what other species think. Krogan, Turian, Solarian, all were primitives in my time. What good does their help do now?
We can't win this war on our own.
Then demand their help. Do not indulge their selfish requests. What will saving one Krogan matter?
If only it were that simple.
If they get in your way, destroy them.
Excuse me?
I apologize. The previous occupant of this room left traces of himself. I have absorbed some of them.
Yes, Grunt. He was a strong one. Maybe it's best if I let you recover.
That would be best.
You good, Seer?
Did I mention Solarians used to lick their eyes? How far they have come. The Mordin Solarian asked if he could dissect me. I approved, but only if he could defeat me in combat first. His reply was problematic. Then he left. I do not understand that one. They Cerberus. I do not understand why your own kind would oppose you. They will bleed the same as everyone if the Reapers are not stopped.
Trust me, I know.
The Rex Krogan offered me a job. He said whenever I tired of the easy life of luxury on the Normandy, he would give me something real to shoot at. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Alright, Seer, I'll talk to you later. Fucking bitch.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
You're saying we don't need Terra Nova.
Lose one colony, save
Is that
5.
67?
That's the math.
Someone's gonna take you seriously. The Asari Republic's vote on stuff like this.
We'd all save every world if we could, but we can't.
You think you can fly on this ship, sit next to us at chow time, and then broadcast something like that? That's traitorous.
Hey, it's just an opinion piece. You don't like it? Don't download it.
Stand down, Yeoman. She's allowed to voice her opinion until I disallow it.
Aye, aye, Commander. But how does she get to say whatever she wants to the whole galaxy and there's no other side?
I'll be clear that the opinion expressed is just my own.
Well, okay. It's not great, but okay.
Commander.
Well,
do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Elders.
Let me know when we do.
Listen, I don't really care. Like, it's not wrong. We can't save everyone. It's unfortunate. But there's nothing fucking else we can do, so gotta fucking deal with it.
Kenneth, do you ever think about when we were abducted by...
No, I don't.
Me neither. Shepard? Shepard?
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder. Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
Go. Death of the Outsider. Good to know. I can't wait to deal with that one day. So I've gotten like some new armor stuff, right? What is this doing? Oh, it's giving me a shield boost. Yeah, sure.
Dude, if she has 69, she would have been so alpha.
True.
She would have wore the pants in Seth's relationship, in my mind.
Oh, I think she already does, but...
How's it going, Cortez?
Sir Kesh certainly offered me a new experience.
What do you mean?
Normally I'm not one to fly co-pilot, but when an 800-pound Krogan requests to take control of the shuttle, you comply.
Probably wise.
Sir.
Yeah, don't die.
Wonder what the hell Cerberus was up to on Sir Kesh. I hear we're headed to Tuchanka. Would love to see how things turn out. I'm just saying. Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. And more than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer.
What a specific comparison.
Hey.
Didn't almost die.
You know what I would love to play on stream? By no means is it a good game at this point. Well, it really was. The remasters of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, from what I've heard and seen, they're garbage. They're essentially just ports, but like worse. And I don't know how you do that. But I would love to sit down and play those again. Well, I say those again. I never played 3 or Vice City, but I played the hell out of San Andreas. It'd be fun to go back to those things. Alright, a lot of new clusters popped up. So there's the Ninma, there's this one is optional. So these two are optional clusters. Fuck it. Let's go check them. I'll do the 2 optional areas, go back to the Citadel, walk around there again, see if I can grab some side quests again.
Signal confirmed.
That's the fucking fuel depot, though. Man, I'm gonna piss them the fuck off. That sucks. Is it really only the fuel depot? Are you kidding me? No, there is something else here. The Ligma cluster,
Signal
yeah?
confirmed.
Was it just not close enough to these planets or something? I just wasn't close enough. Navigon is a small rock and ice planet with a thin atmosphere of ammonia and methane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of tin with deposits of potassium. The planet has a rudimentary ammonia-based life, mainly concentrated around geothermal vents. Deep underground, severe storm cycles are common due to limited visibility. Navigation may be difficult. No, that's right here. Yeah. Just money. Well, I'm not gonna hit the field depot right now.
Faster
It's
than
kind
light
of
jump
worthless.
successful.
I've only gotten 25% of the things. Actually, that makes sense, because then there would be the fuel depot over here, and whatever the planet has the, That was strange.
I found something.
Pissed off absolutely fucking everyone. This one. Parag is a large rock planet with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Despite lying over 600 AU from Ming, its surface is scorching hot, mainly composed of alumina with deposits of silver. Due to the radiation and heat, landing on Parag's sunward side with anything less than warship-grade shielding would likely be fatal. Parag rotates at a retrograde to the rest of the Ming system, indicating it is likely a captured body. Alliance Cruiser Nairobi. Alliance Third Fleet has been updated. And like that, I am away.
Invasion successful.
Go back here, grab the fuel, and get the fuck out of this system for now. Bink. And I leave.
Eluded.
I go to the Horsehead Nebula. Ain't a whole lot going on around here. In fact, there's a fucking fuel depot, which makes me believe that there is nothing here. I'm gone. Even though this place has a fucking fuel depot and there was something there to scan. But whatever. Off to Citadel before I go do some main mission shit. Actually, I've been going for 6 hours. I think I'll land and raid out. Be done for the evening.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
No.
I'll handle it.
We're streaming.
Yes, Commander.
You know what? Vex is streaming. I haven't ever rated her. I also don't know if I'm even following her. No, I am. Why are you not on my list? Oh, there you are. Yeah, alright. I'll raid Vex. I've been introduced to her by Neville and Crystal several times, so might as well. Someone new. She's also playing Tomb Raider. Eh. Alright. So yeah, no stream tomorrow, more than likely. No stream Monday. We'll be back Tuesday. And we'll be going back to the 3-hour streams. But Saturdays and every other Sunday will be longer streams. So yeah. Should be fun. Now there's actually just going to be progress being made on this fucking game. Because now I don't really have to worry about the codex entries bugging me. Because I am caught up on all of them. It took 2.5 hours to read every goddamn codex entry I had unlocked. But I will catch y'all Tuesday. Later.